How we doing, guys? And it's finished. Sheffield United 0, Arsenal 6. Oh, I could get used to this. It's just so lovely, isn't it? Oh, listen. Oh, that was such a one-sided game. That was just an absolute joke of a performance. The first half, in particular, was just an absolute masterclass. It was just ruthless. And do you know what? You look on social media and you see what people are saying, rival fans, and all you get is it's Sheffield United, it's this, it's that, and what I've got to say is that, there's a period when Man City, are flying towards titles and everything else where they're so ruthless in their performances and they go and dispatch teams 4-5-6-0. And everybody's like, wow, they're ruthless. They're unbelievable. They're amazing. The moment Arsenal do it, it's like, oh, it's only them. It's only them. It's only them. If it's that easy, why aren't you doing it? You look at our last three away performances: 6-0, 5-0, 6-0. Come on now. Like, give us some credit where it's due. And then you got to think we had a home league game in between that as well, where we smashed 4 past Newcastle. And that could have easily been 6 or 7 as well. So, we're just going about our business, and people can sit there all they want and say, okay, you're still third in the league and everything else. But right now, we've got the best defence in the league. We've got the best attack in the league. And we're sitting just where we need to be. Remember last year, we was at the top and being chased down, and we crumbled at the end. I don't mind sitting there and just going about our business. And the last few weeks as well, let's also remember that we constantly play after Liverpool and Man City and everything. So we're always having to make sure that we get the job done, knowing that they've won, etc., etc. Next weekend, we finally get to play first. Home to Brentford. I need to go and take care of business, because if we do, we go top of the league. And the significance of that is because on Sunday, Liverpool play Man City. So one of them's got to drop points, or at least both of them could drop points if it's a draw. But one of them's going to, come on now. It's massive. And we've got some big games coming up as well. Some big away games. And listen, at the end of the day, the way we're playing at the moment, we shouldn't fear anybody at all. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is this massive, gap between games that we've got coming up. After Saturday's game, we're not playing another league game until we play Man City at the end of the month. I think it's like 22 days break between Premier League games. We obviously play midweek after, Saturday's game, Champions League, the game against Porto, the second leg, which is huge. But yeah, even after that game, it's like 19 days or something until we play Man City. We were supposedly playing Chelsea on that weekend, after, but they're in the FA Cup quarter-final and they're playing Leicester, so the game's been postponed. It's an unusual one. Very, very unusual. At this part of the season, when you're hitting running, that you get this kind of big gap between games. Could be good for us, so it could work in the opposite way and be bad for us, but I guess we will only find out. But listen, this game tonight, like I said, it was very comfortable. 3-0 up inside the opening 15 minutes. Could have been a couple of goals before we even scored the first goal inside the first 5 minutes. Bukayo Saka hit the bar. Martin Odegaard was the one that scored and got the thing, moving. It was Bogle that scored a own goal from a cutback from Saka. I'm trying to remember all the goals. Martinelli with a third goal. Kai Havertz with a superb goal. Really good finish, low down. Declan Rice, pick of the goals for me. I thought that was absolutely superb. The passing, the movement, the way we played, it was just breathtaking. And then my only concern and what I was worried about was second half, how we come out whilst 5-0 ahead. Your mind is already saying, okay, the game's done. You're focusing on Saturday. Do you make changes? And all these different, things go through your mind. And it kind of inevitably slows the game down. Bukayo Saka came off at half-time. I know he took a little knock just before half-time, and there's no point in taking any risk whatsoever. You just take him off. Martinelli got a knock, but again, I think it was more of an impact and it won't be too much of an issue. But yeah, I just feel that when you had the likes of Cedric coming on, it's like, oh, mate, seriously. Vieira, there was a couple of nice little moments in there, some nice little passes, little movements, but he doesn't give you what Saka does on that right-hand side. Thomas Partey got 25 minutes. He looked rusty. Some of his touch and passing was dreadful. He gave the ball away so many times. But listen, it's understandable. He hasn't played in months. So there's going to be rust. It happens. And to get those minutes in the leg will do him the world of good. Jesus looked a lot sharper. Hasn't been out as long, of course. Couple of moments where he kind of got in there. Nice footwork and everything. And you're thinking, have a shot. There was one where he got in and I'm thinking, just hit it. You're through. And you try doing a cutback. Be more selfish as a striker. So, listen, it is what it is at the end of the day. You know that's going to happen in the second half. But we got the job done. It's absolutely massive. In terms of the statistics, 22 shots on goal. Sheffield United didn't even have a shot on target. We had 81% possession, 892 passes, which is only 108 short of the record. The pass accuracy was 92%. And we didn't even get a yellow card or a red card. Sheffield United only had one yellow card, but I think that was because they couldn't get anywhere near us to even foul us. But yeah, in terms of the Premier League table, of course, 2 points behind Liverpool. We win against Brentford on Saturday. We go back to the top of the Premier League. I think we're 10 goals better off than Man City in terms of the goal difference right now, which could be massive. I think it's 6 ahead of Liverpool. Huge what these goals have done for us. So, listen, it's 3 points in the bag. We move on, and I'm very, very happy. So, listen, if you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.